Welcome back to Algebra. Today, we are mastering the strategy behind the elimination method. Specifically, we're answering the big question: which variable should you choose to eliminate, x or y? Making the right choice can save you time and prevent simple math errors. First, let's remember our goal. We want to create a zero pair. This means we need the coefficients of one variable to be the same number, but with opposite signs, like +5 and -5. When we add these together, they disappear, leaving us with an equation we can actually solve. Sometimes the problem is generous. Look at this system. If we check the x terms, we have 3 and 5, no match there, but look at the y terms. We have +2y and -2y, they are already perfect opposites. In this case, the choice is obvious. Eliminate y, you don't need to do any multiplication at all. Here is a slightly harder scenario. 1x and 4y in the top equation, 3x and 5y in the bottom. Nothing matches perfectly. But notice the x terms. We can easily turn a 1 into a -3 by multiplying. This is usually easier than trying to turn a 4 into a 5. So, our strategy here is to eliminate x because it only requires changing one equation. Let's pause and see why that choice matters. If we chose to eliminate x, we multiply once and the numbers stay small. If we stubbornly chose to eliminate y, we would have to find the least common multiple of 4 and 5, which is 20. That means multiplying the top equation by 5 and the bottom by -4. Both ways work, but the second way gives you bigger numbers and more chances to make a mistake. Now for the toughest scenario. 2x plus 3y and 3x plus 5y2 does not go into 3 evenly. 3 does not go into 5 evenly. In this case, we have no choice but to multiply both equations. We need to find a common multiple for either x or y. To make our decision, we compare the least common multiples. For x, the coefficients are 2 and 3. Their LCM is 6. For y, the coefficients are 3 and 5. Their LCM is 15. Usually, we prefer the smaller number, so targeting x is the strategic play here. 6 is easier to work with than 15. There is one more factor to consider: the signs. In this example, the x terms are both positive. To eliminate them, we would have to multiply by a negative number to create an opposite. But look at the y terms. One is positive, one is negative. They are already opposites. This is a huge advantage. We can just multiply by positive numbers to reach our target, which keeps things simple. So let's execute that plan. We chose to eliminate y because of the opposite signs. The LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. We multiply the top equation by 5 to get +15y. We multiply the bottom equation by 3 to get -15y now. When we add them, the y terms vanish perfectly. To wrap up, here is your mental checklist for every problem. Number 1, look for exact opposites. If you see them, take them. Number 2, look for integer multiples where you only need to change one equation. And number 3, if you have to change both, compare the LCMs and the signs to find the path of least resistance.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.